Okay, welcome back to some more Cardfight Vanguard 0 off screen. I did a little bit of ranking up. You didn't miss anything too amazing. Basically, I did some character fights. I did some character quick fights with Kamui, which were nothing. And then I watched some story cutscenes, which were nothing. And then it asked me to do some rank fights, which I've been doing off screen anyway, so I got that pretty easily. So you didn't miss any actual like story card fights or anything. Nothing on the level of Goki at the very least. You just missed some menial, like I guess menu management and stuff. Okay, so win 10 times at character difficulty of normal or greater in character fights, and win against Aichi on hard and clear story ride. Okay, so we can do the character fight one easy because we just go to home. Yeah, so it's character fight normal, right? Is what we want to do? Yeah, 10 times on normal. Okay, I can do that. We just use that as an excuse to grind more of Masaki stuff. So we're getting pretty close to getting the level cap here. The current level cap, I'm sure they extend it eventually. Yeah, okay, let's just do this 10 times, basically. Yeah, weird that the max is 10. Like, you'd assume the max level, the max amount of times you'd be able to do it would be, you know, the amount of items you'd have to do it, right? So it is weird that they only let you do 10 at a time, but I guess that's to stop you from accidentally wasting all of your stuff. So I assume that's what it is. Okay, so we did that. We got quite a lot of Goki tickets from that. So that's that. Okay, nice. In fact, actually, let's check the Goki stuff quickly, because I think I might have yeah, 49 tickets. Alright, yep, we're gonna spend those. Quick fight. Max. And that should give us quite a lot of stuff there. Oh boy, yeah, that's a lot of items there. And that's gonna raise our VP up a little bit, I think. Is it? I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. That's this playthrough in a nutshell. And it's gonna be enough to open free Grand Blue packs, so we're gonna do that. Hoping for some Night Mist. That's what I'm really wanting right now. If I can get 4 copies of him anytime soon, then we'll be okay. Looks like we got something. Probably not. Oh, really? Him again? I've already got a playset of that grade 1. That's annoying. I know it's gonna give me crafting material. Jeez, alright. You really want me to get copies of that card, huh? I know it's gonna give me crafting materials, but still, like, if I was to get a rare, or I guess a double rare, that's not the one I would have wanted. I mean, hey, at least I got a lot of crafting materials. Is that something? I could probably craft a card, right? But yeah, let's go back and see if there's actually any worthwhile Grand Blue cards we can craft yet. I'm not sure though. I guess we'll see. Mission. What do I get? Ooh, okay. I fought him 30 times. So now we need to fight him 50 times and we can get another perfect card. So that's good. So don't bother crafting another perfect card because we can get one super easy. Yeah, let's see if we can craft anything. Can we? I doubt it, but good to check just in case. Yeah, it's still saying at the bottom that we can only craft commons right now. So that's unfortunate. But we're getting fairly close to crafting something, right? I think I'm going to save up for crafting a Night Mist, which I know crafting a triple rare is really, really, really grindy. But it's like, you know, if I'm not getting a Night Mist, then I'm probably not going to run Grand Blue anyway, right? So that's my way of looking at it. So now it wants us to do some story missions, right? It wants us to get up to story mission 29, which I think we're pretty close to. Yeah. Stormy start for nationals. So we're getting now we've got to the point where we're getting really far through the 2011 anime. Like, this is right where Ren was introduced. Shin Epoch's car, and his team meet Team Caesar, yeah. Team Caesar were introduced around about the same time Ren was, so yeah. We're getting... Oh, wow, okay, that was just a cutscene one, so... Wait, what? This is another cutscene one? Oh, yeah, of course, this one actually is where Ren and the others are introduced. Okay. So yeah, we got your weakling egg by Kai's word. Kamui leaves. Oh, I remember that when Kamui left the team. Yeah, jeez. I have like very, very vivid memories in my head of the time of my life back in like 2015 when I first watched the Cardfight Vanguard anime. Like I can very much like when I saw that plot point there about Kamui like leaving the team, it kind of like unlocked a memory in my brain where I could like vividly remember exactly like where I was sitting and like the time it was like around like June-ish 2015, and I was in like the computer lab at school, and I'd already completed all my coursework for that week, so I didn't have anything better to do. And that's why I watched Cardfight Vanguard, because YouTube was one of the very few websites that wasn't blocked. Most usual anime watching websites and stuff weren't blocked, and so that's why I was watching Cardfight Vanguard, because it was an anime I'd always wanted to watch, but I never really like had the time to. But I was pretty good at handing in my school coursework in time. And this was like after I graduated, so this was like the kind of extra, I guess it was my equivalent of like, you know, college and stuff, although I did also attend college later on. Yeah, and we call it sixth form in the UK, where you do a couple extra years of school. And I was good at handing in my coursework for that couple extra years, and so because YouTube was one of the very few unblocked websites on our school computers, and because Cardfight Vanguard was basically the only anime at the time that I had interest in that you could watch entirely on YouTube, that's what I did, basically. And I can very vividly remember that moment in my life now that I've seen that plot point of Kamui leaving school. So that's just very, very funny to me. And then if you want a kind of scale of time references to, because basically I gave up on Vanguard after I finished the 2011 anime and before I watched Asia Circuit, but then I came back to watch Asia Circuit a little while after, but I had like finished and dropped out of college. Yeah, I'm a college dropout, shut up. Every mastermind genius has dropped out of college at some point, shut up, you can't judge me. But it was after I had already dropped out of college that I decided to pick up Asia Circuit again. And actually, the Vanguard anime had managed to do a really good job of like kind of letting me get over that. Because, you know, you're probably not in the best position in your life once you've dropped out of college, right? Let's just say that. So, okay. That's me getting a little bit too personal and deep in this card game, mobile gacha game playthrough. But you know, okay, so they want us to win this. I guess we'll try using our pretty not great Royal Paladin deck. But you know what? Whatever. Yeah, I like the orange one actually. Yeah, we're probably not gonna win this, but you know what? That's fine. I don't really mind. Ooh, yeah, that's not a great. I guess it's not awful. I'm gonna get rid of that though. I'd rather have the extra crit in my deck. Thank you very much. Of course, though, I'm not gonna give out every single grave fruit I have because, you know, I still want to kind of have the ability to ride when we get to that point, just in case. But yeah, no. Isn't that weird though? I always think about that a lot, how like you can kind of very vividly remember very specific moments in your life and yet also forget some really important ones too, is the really interesting part. Yeah, okay, let's put that there. And then we'll put that there. And then we'll give that the power. And then we'll battle. And then I guess it doesn't matter which one of these I attack with, so I'll attack with the Rare Guard first, and then if I can get like a crit, for example, with my Vanguard, then that'll be able to go through anyway. So that's the hope. But yeah, it's very weird, the moments of your life that your brain decides to remember. In 2015, in the computer lab, just binging through Cardfight Vanguard and One Piece. One Piece, I'd only just started at that point too. God, that's so weird. Yeah, 2015 was such a weird year in my life. That was a couple years before I'd even started this channel. That was 2017. Well, started. The channel was still around before then, just didn't have any real content on it at that point. So we're gonna ride Blaster Blade, because we can use his effect. Which will allow me to get rid of that, which is good, because that means he loses his intercept. And then, which one of these? Well, that ain't gonna benefit me. During your turn, you have rare guards. That's pretty good. I like that. When placed, counter blast 1. Well, I can't use that. So I guess I'm gonna put him out. And then I'll move that back. And then I'll put Gallatin out. Retire. And then I can battle. I can attack with this. And basically, at this point in time, we're not really using Blaster Blade to get damage through. We're mainly just using him to hope that we can get some triggers. And in fact, we can. That's annoying. I could get that extra crit through if it wasn't for him having extra power. Whoops. That's not great for me. But that's okay, because that means we can guarantee that this Gallatin attack definitely goes through. So you know what? Swings and roundabouts, right? But yeah. So now we are waiting to see what he does, basically. So he's going to send out Alfred, which makes sense, because that's basically the strategy of this deck. And he's going to get out his Blaster Blade, and he's going to use its effect to get rid of probably Gallatin, I assume. Yeah. Alright, that's fair enough. I'm hoping I get another grade 3 soon, because the one I have certainly isn't my favorite, and just having one grade 3 at this point isn't the best, so maybe I shouldn't have given up that one I got earlier. And of course he's going to get a crit, and I don't have anything to defend against with it, so... And he's going to get a stand trigger. Alright, I'm starting to see why this is on hard difficulty now. Jeez. Gonna get a heal trigger though, so that's fine. That's definitely very helpful. And then he's going to attack again. Like so, and he's going to do a ridiculous amount of damage. And I'm going to get the defense crit. The oh so annoying defense crit. Alright, well, this is not great. Yeah, this really isn't very good, is it? I mean, at least, yeah, okay, let's do that. Because at least now we have something to counterblast with. And then I guess we'll put that there. Like so. And then, yeah, okay, I guess I'll give it to my Vanguard, because why not? And then I'll do that. Oh boy. Okay, no, I'm actually starting to kind of see where this is going. And then do that. Okay, so now we've actually got a decent amount of damage output, so that's something. So I guess we're gonna do that first. And then, because I know for a fact I won't be able to end it this turn, I'm just gonna get rid of this to, like, kind of limit his options, basically. And then we're gonna do this. Maybe we'll get a crit, maybe we won't. We won't. Or we will. Spoke a little bit too soon. And then I guess I'll give it to him because realistically I ain't going to use it. So, and of course he's going to use that perfect guard. Yeah, things ain't looking too great for us. He's definitely going to get at least one attack in. So we don't really have a play here. But that's fine. I say but that's fine a lot, but it's really not. I'm dying inside. But yeah, I do really hope, and I'm assuming a lot of you do, because otherwise you wouldn't have stuck around this long, but I really do hope that, oh god, rubbing salt in the wound, hey? With the crit. I really do hope you guys like the kind of, sort of, low energy, sort of, playthrough that I'm going for here. I very much made a subconscious effort to kind of make this playthrough very sort of chill, I guess. Of course, there are some very memey moments, I guess, of me. Yeah, sure, let's just redo it with this exact deck. Maybe we'll take another look at our deck a little later on. Maybe we'll use a better deck than just the Raw Paladin one, because we just need to beat this, we don't need to 3-star it as far as I'm aware. Yeah, I guess we'll keep all that stuff. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But yeah, I do hope. Because I feel like I don't really think there are any other Vanguard YouTubers that would have talked about a lot of the stuff I talked about earlier in this episode. If that makes sense. Okay, so he doesn't have... Yeah, this is my first time, so I don't really have any reason to put out anything else. So I'm just going to kind of leave it as it is. But yeah, like, I'm very much trying to kind of forge my own sort of distinct video style to kind of stand out. And I feel like I've done a pretty good job of that. And I also just don't love it when YouTubers go out of their way to overreact to absolutely everything. Maybe when I was a teenager, I'd be happier with that, but I'm too old for that shit now. I'm not very old at all. I am like in my early 20s. I am but still, I know for a fact that when I was in my teenage years... Okay, so there's no point sending out Blaster Blade right now, I don't think. Because, I mean, yeah, sure, I could use him for the extra attack. But I'd rather play the long game here. And ensure that... yeah, I mean, I guess I could use him to get an extra attack for... But I'd rather play the long game and make sure that I actually can use his effect. And right now, I definitely cannot use his effect. So, I want to be playing strategically here. And he's going to waste one of his Gant slots, which is very good for me. And, oh, not going to be able to get this attack through unless I get that crit. Yeah, this is the exact same deck setup that I was using against Goki. And I'm hoping I can use it to my advantage here to kind of cheese things a little bit. And he's going to get that defense crit. No, no, no. Oh boy, those... If I was that Aichi and I just got 3 of my triple rares, one of them being a defense crit this early on, I would have fucking probably rage quit the game. Because that is awful. That is like truly, truly awful. I would not wish that upon my worst enemies. Yeah, that's terrible. Which is why now I'm gonna get it. See, I was gonna say that regardless of if I got it or not, because I had a feeling. I mean, at least getting a defense crit in the first attack like that is actually really good because it stops him from getting his second and third attacks through. It's when you get the defense crit on your first go around that it really sucks. Okay, so I can use Blaster Blade's ability here, which is good. So I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Use his ability. I guess get rid of his Blaster Blade. Like so? What is it that's giving him all that power? Replaced. During your time, your opponent has more cards. If your hand has more cards than your opponent. Okay, got it. Yeah, that's not great for us, but we can live with it. So we can battle. Then we can do that. And if we get a... I was gonna say if we get a trigger, we can use Marin, but... Even if we did... It wouldn't be great, so we're just gonna get a crit here, basically. I said... Oh. Yeah, I can only push my own luck so far, huh? I mean, we're not doing too bad here, actually. I don't care so much about being able to win within the 4 damage or whatever it is you get a star for doing. I just want to win so I can rank up. Because the faster you rank up, the more stamina you'll be able to get, is what I hear. Because it'll regenerate sooner. And he's really gonna bum rush us here, basically. He's not even gonna give a shit about a Marin, I'm assuming. Which is fair enough. And if he gets all 3 attacks through, we'll be in danger here, actually. And he's gonna get a... You motherfucker. If I hear that heal trigger was scripted, you will not hear the end of it. Bushy Road. You will not... Okay, well, we're gonna have to end it this turn, and it's not looking very likely, so... Oh no, this is awful. This is the worst it's ever been. Oh no. I mean, I guess I could do this, at the very least. I want to remove him, because I don't like him very much. And at least, yeah, there we go. Marin is now able to get... I mean, not that it really matters, actually. I don't think I need to use that boost, but still. And then... Alright, so what's the play here? Actually, no, we are... Yeah, we are gonna do that, actually. I probably shouldn't have, but that's fine. And then... Ooh, what do I want to do here? What's the play? I guess I can get rid of this and just hope he doesn't get any good draws. Maybe that I get a crit, and that my strategy actually works. God damn it. Someone recently told me that a good player doesn't rely on triggers, and I'm like, I will never be that good player. I will always be the person that relies on crits. Okay, so he didn't get any particularly great draws, which is good. So maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to hang in there. Nah, that's not realistic. We're not going to be able to hang in there. Alright, we're going to have to rethink our approach here a sec. At least he didn't get any triggers, so if I do get a heal, then that's not too bad, actually. But, I mean, again, when has that ever actually worked out for us? Yeah. God, we did get a lot of blaster blades during our damage checks, though. Okay, just because I don't want to end the episode on a loss like that, you know, I want to at least get some kind of win in. What I will do is I will go back, and we'll try this again, but with a better deck. I know we won't get all 3 stars, but we can worry about getting the 3 stars once we've graded up, right? Oh, nice. Managed to get that. Okay. Yeah, we'll do the hard Aichi fight. And assuming, yeah, okay, we can use our actually good deck. And yeah, I know it's not going to get all 3 stars, but we can worry about that once we've graded up fully, right? We can kind of clean up the more minor stuff off screen once. I'll put that back in because I really don't want that heal trigger in my hand, but I will keep at least one of my grade 3s. And the one I have in my hand right now is actually a pretty good one, so I'm going first. I'm assuming that the character fights always make you go first, because I can't remember a character fight where I haven't gone first. So that's not great, but you know what? That's fine. And then I'll end my turn. Okay, so I like getting into the kind of rhythm of, like, actually, I guess, interacting with the comments and stuff. I mean, YouTube itself recommends you for the algorithm, and this is me being transparent, like, YouTube actively recommends that you interact with the audience and ask them stuff so that they'll comment more and the algorithm will favor you. So, in case you wonder whether or not I have any ulterior motives, I've now laid that out for you there. But also, I want it to feel natural. I'm not going to do every single episode. And I'm only going to do it when I can think of something that naturally flows with the rest of the episode. And stuff that I actually do care about being able to hear. So basically, all that to say, since I told you about how I got into Cardfight Vanguard, it was an anime I'd heard a lot about because I was a Yu-Gi-Oh fan. I feel like that's going to be a fairly common answer, actually. I heard about it because of Yu-Gi-Oh! What was that accent I just did there? That was the worst. I guess I'll do this. But yeah, I heard about it because of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because a lot of people were like, hey, you like Yu-Gi-Oh! You'd probably like the Vanguard anime. And then I added it to my, like, literally hundreds of anime long watch list and was like, I'll eventually get around to it. But then but then that one day I saw that it was available on YouTube and used that as my way of watching it. Hopefully I'll get a trigger here. Nice. And yep, that attack will go through it nicely. I've realized my phone has like almost no battery left, but I don't want to plug it in because last time I did that, it made a really loud noise that was really unpleasant. So I'm just gonna kind of keep going and hope that we can make it to the end of this card fight before my phone battery completely dies on me. So now there's an added layer of tension to this episode. But yeah, I wanna hear how you got into Vanguard, whether that be the anime or the card game, whichever came first for you personally, of course, because I'd imagine for the one that came second, you'd be like, well, I watched the anime because it went to the card game, and I got into the card game because I was into the anime, which is fairly obvious an answer. But whether you got into the card game before the anime or vice versa, or you're only into one of the two, that's also entirely possible. I want to hear how that happened, because, and in fact, that's probably very, very useful. Wow, that was the most underwhelming use of Saki's ability ever. Oh god, we don't have very many good plays here, do we? I guess I'm gonna sacrifice my milk just to get this extra attack through. So we're gonna do that. Because at least that way we're getting rid of his intercepts. And we can get an extra actual attack in, which is something. It's not much, but it's something. Maybe we can get a crit, we can get a heal. That's good enough, I guess. Oh boy, we are running out of battery fast. There's that tension element. But yeah, I want to know how you got into Cardfight Vanguard, basically. Yeah, sure, we'll give that to ourselves too. And I'm sure that'll be very useful information for Bushiroad's marketing team, who of course are notorious for watching Asterisk officials Cardfight Vanguard 0 playthrough. So if you're watching Bushiroad employee, you can check those comments and find out how people got into the franchise in the first place, and you can capitalize upon that in your marketing research. Because that's a thing Bushiroad totally do. I do like to kind of imagine that, actually, that just there's a Bushiroad employee watching my channel at all times, and they just get really annoyed at me whenever I point out something I don't like about Vanguard. Oh, God. I wish I was less controversial in terms of my opinions and stuff. Oh, that's a good card. Yeah, we'll place him out. Wait. Yes. I always forget to ride skip. You know this by now. I don't think, and that's really bad, because that's the point of the game. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't really look like we have a move here, so we're just gonna keep going, basically, and hope that he can't kill us this next turn. And more importantly, oh, there we go, there's the... Yep, there's that. That would have looked really ugly on screen there. I mean, we've got 14%, so that's gonna give us at least a handful of minutes. Alright, nice. Draw trigger, not the most useful of the triggers, but at least not in this specific scenario right now. And of course he's gonna get that defensive crit, so he's gonna really kick himself there. Oh god, if I got one more attack through, or if I just got a crit there, then I probably would have won, assuming he doesn't have a perfect guard, which he might, because he's the hard difficulty one. I don't know, I guess we'll find out, right? Yeah, this ain't looking great for us, actually. If we don't get a heal here, we're fucked. In fact, even if we do, we're still probably fucked. Alright, fine. You got me. We'll just end for now. We'll just end here for now. I don't like ending it on a loss. It makes it feel like the episode itself not much really happened. Even though we did grade up. You know. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow with another one, because I'm trying to still keep up with the daily ones for now, at least. And next time, I promise you we will actually beat Aichi. If I do another recording session where I don't actually beat him, then I just won't upload that, basically. And we'll just cut to the part where I do beat him. So I'll see you tomorrow where we'll actually beat Hard Aichi. So yeah, see you then. See ya.